Nice morning here in Melbourne. It's been cold lately, but today's in my backyard. Alright, so I've got all the parts off my old sprint bike, off it now. Done with that bike, now it's time to put the race bike up on the stand and put all these parts on it. Race bike stripped. The parts off I need. Now time to put all the stuff from my sprint bike onto my race bike. I've already started putting the tyre on, it's all good, and now the gear chain, and it'll be ready for my sprint session. Alright guys, a quick tip on how to fix your disc brakes from rubbing if you have them on your race bike or your mountain bike. So what I do personally is I loosen the back two bolts, then I press my lever in to activate the brakes, and then I tighten the bolts back up, and then spin, listen. If I hear no rubbing or no signs of rubbing, they're fixed for me and they're good to go for racing. So yeah, that's just a quick tip. I hope you guys learned something from it. Hey guys, just arrived at one of my sprint spots. It's just in an alleyway, not too far away from my house. It's got a flat bit there, and then here it's got a slight hill. It's in the shade. Should be getting the most sun out of it as possible, but just where I usually do it on a hill on the road, there's so many cars parked, so this is usually my backup spot when there's cars parked there, so I thought I'd come here. Yeah. Start up with the little uphill sprints, like 3 or 4 cranks, just to get work on my weaknesses with my first 5 pedals. So. Can't go without Spotify with my sprints, so if you guys ever wondered what I listen to, I'll link my Spotify playlist in the description below. One thing I kind of want to do in this series is kind of educate you guys on something that I like, not so much did wrong, but found a way to do it better. So just a quick tip that I got from someone, and it's worked for me, is I used to rush my sprints and therefore I wasn't getting the maximum effort out of them, and basically I would be better off just not training. And so since I've started taking more time in between sprints, I've noticed I've definitely got a lot more out of my sprints. So I'm officially back home after sprints. I'm going to be honest, that sprint session wasn't that wasn't that pleasant, but oh, I'll take it. It's another training in the books before we start racing again. But yeah, I don't know, just couldn't get it all to work properly. I think it's actually the transition from my old sprint bike to my race bike. Just the different, like, just being able to actually do a sprint on my race bike. I think that's what it was. Because I do remember when I used to sprint on my current race bike, because that was the only bike I had, and then I went to like doing sprints on the sprint bike. It definitely threw me out for a couple of sprint sessions. So I'm hoping that's what it is. But other than that, I'm guarantee I'm still gonna get something from it. You know, even though another thing to learn from this, if you're having a bad training day, just try to push through it to maximise, you know, your bike time, as I guess, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah. So yeah, unfortunately I had a little bit of an up and down session. Some sprints were good, some sprints were bad, but I'm going to take the good ones. That's what my goal is for the year, to take the good stuff and not beat myself up so much. But yeah, other than this, that's the wrap of sprints.